Wow them with song. The Boom Boom Boys. Hey, you know, those hippy-dippy rave-tides didn't do squat and Crazar kicked me to the curb. Jerkhole Gaz Diggsy played her former #1 ranked team on the last game of the season. Now they're just trying to humiliate me even more than they already have.
It's ready! Crank this mother!
All these thoughts running through my head. All those fire things burning red. Frustration is getting bigger. Bang, bang, bang. Pull my double trigger.
For nearly 2 decades, Adult Swim has always been at the forefront of experimental animation and avant-garde humor. And because of that, we've had a catalog of creators just doing whatever they want, with some restraint.
I feel like 10 years ago you could do more smoking in shows. Like now they're really hard on smoking and vaping. You know, we had a big, the whole vape scene with Satan in the Christmas episode, that was a battle to get just that shot.
But because of that, they're allowed to spread their creativity, for better or for worse. But one show that nearly everyone overlooks, including the Toonie King himself, is Ballmastrz 9009.
But you gotta give the people what they want. People want balls.
Seriously, no one talks about this, and since I'm the animation guy, and wherever it is, I shall follow. But for now, a history lesson, kids. During 2018, another anime boom was about to go off, and what better way to encapsulate said anime boom with the help from the creator of Super Jail, Chrissy however you say his name. But either way, he took that chaotic mood from Super Jail and put it in a blender and threw some anime in there, and you better hold on to your balls, folks. Since he made Super Jail, you can expect nothing but the most bombastic animation you can think of. And here is no exception. When shit gets real, they go all out. But most of the time, they just get lazy, and said laziness is what makes it charming since it's parodying the cheap animation some anime have. The characters are also common anime tropes. Ace is the happy orphan boy, Master Shake went from a drink to a ball now because he lost a bet, Dulina the yandere on steroids.
I could dress up like a pinup girl and lure him under an overpass with my feminine wiles, and then
Lido the depressed guy that somehow always gets the girl, Lulu the strong yet kind female of the group, Flip the guy who has to explain in a 50-page essay about how his sacrifices made him even stronger than before due to him exploiting the anime cartoon loophole in which cartoons is anime due to the Japanese seeing all animation as anime, so therefore Family Guy is an anime. And then there's Bob. Again, these characters are great anime parodies since they poke fun of all of its tropes, and in a weird way, it's a somewhat spiritual successor of Drawn Together, what with the parody characters coming together. I still have no idea what Spanky Ham is supposed to be, but unlike that show that ended on an abhorrent note, this show is on an upward trajectory. The show's plot is fairly simple. It's a sports anime about how the Leptons suck ass, and then Gaz gets drunk and throws her life away because she was already on top of the world.
Digsy's downward spiral.
downward spiral, downward spiral, downward spiral.
So she becomes a fat ass, but since Crazar is the embodiment of chaotic neutral, he decides to give her a second chance, like how Yakko gave Obama a second chance.
Give him a chance? Well, you probably gave Barack Obama a chance too. You sang with you probably voted for one.
And the chaos begins. We find out that Ace is a huge simp for Gas cause and they play a few games and they obviously get their asses kicked by these rejected anime characters and they lose. Oh yeah, the game. Like the show, it's fairly simple.
The idea is to get more balls.
But here are the official rules.
Use the ball to kill! Use the ball to score! Thanks to the game, there's no more war! Bingo!
The game is honestly a reflection of the show. Simple rules that make it a canvas for insanity to reign supreme, and only the most insane of the bunch can make it out on. That is until we get a healthy dose of plot armor when Gaz threw Baby Ball at Ace and became a giant mecha, and then...
Wrong score hole, dipshit.
But hey, it shocks Crazar and reminds him of the Rad Wars. Oh yeah, the Rad Wars! I don't know, the world blew itself up because they didn't understand the lore reason why Batman couldn't save his parents. And apparently Crazar was there because he's omnipotent. We'll discuss that later.
Oh shit! Whoa! Is that fucking blackface, dude?
And then they ask him what they did, and he just says they became Ballmasters. See, I said the title. Applaud! And afterwards, the season is just basically filler, but in a fun way. Mainly because of the absurdity and how much fun the characters are having with one another. We have a stalker episode that sends stink bombs that smell like your mom's bathroom, so they gotta hire this asshole to help them out. But then Gaz gets her revenge. They fight some giant chinchilla because of charity. Hey, it's a better event than Creator Clash.
Damn!
An episode about Gaz getting her old cards from her ex, cause, well, this.
Check it out. If you turn it like so and view it from the proper angle.
So they go to the Final Fantasy house and get attacked by Lightning McCloud here, and a bunch of guys with guns, but then we find out her ex was some mob boss asshole.
Notorious mob boss of Ulsa-Garin, JJJackreacts?
And if it weren't for the fact that he's scared of gas, they'd be dead.
I had to see an analyst after her. I still take pills for my nerves because of this bull.
The E-Girl episode where Ace sims for some rejected Sailor Moon girl, and he goes out to get laid, but is then captured by her gang and forces them to show him how to make Ballmasters. But then Ace gets his credit card refunded and respects women. And also Leo must get Dee Dee back from Norman Fetus. You see, that's the beauty of Ballmastrz. Its simplicity makes it extremely moldable into whatever insane scenario you put these characters in. Like how Ace gets all grouchy and nobody wants to be his friend and hang out. So as a coping mechanism, he starts eating them healing slugs and becomes a giant monster, and they actually reference Akira that isn't that stupid bike scene. And it just keeps getting better and better and better. And another great thing about this is how the story isn't all in your face. There's hints of it here and there, but it isn't the main focal point of the series so far. It's all about the wacky and craziness, and it culminates in the season finale where the gang actually win a game.
You knew it would boost our confidence and eliminate our doubts so that we could finally play together the way we were always meant to, with the burning spirit of teamwork in our hearts.
All of these thoughts running through my head, all my fire things burning red. Frustration is getting bigger, bang, bang, bang. Pull my double trigger, embrace the darkness that's within me. No hiding in the shadows anymore. When this wickedness consumes me, nothing can save you and there's no way out.
It's impossible, folks! Literally impossible! I'm wondering if my eyeballs are defective. Left arms win! Left arms win! Left arms win!
And it just keeps getting better in season 2. They ramp up their animation production, making it much more grander than it already was, and keeping with its bizarre scenarios, what with Gaz getting an STD that won't shut the fuck up. So Ballmastrz has to go on an epic quest to get the cure, but we ignore that and head straight to the Prophet.
Nothing's happening! I don't understand!
And she has an interview with Space Oprah in an hour. And promise tomorrow!
Wow, that was freaking epic.
But you know what they say, put a sock in it. Hey, it works. Baby Ball is being more of an asshole towards Ace, so he wishes for her body and he becomes a bitch. And while fighting My Neighbor from Hell, Ace decides to cut off his head from Baby Ball to revert him back. How nice, in a weird way.
Hell no! Go screw yourself, you stupid orphan bastard!
Delina turns out to be a vampire hunter because it's badass, and saves Gas from the head vampire because she was going to do stuff to him. Flip has his own episode, and he's addicted to this Make-A-Wish kid, and is punished, but it backfires on Crazar. We get the date episode where Dee Dee and Gaz think Lulu and Bob like each other, and they try their darndest to match them up, and then we get the most blatant JoJo reference since Diesel. Seriously, this is how you do referential humor. Do it with such bravado and reverence that it becomes epically awesome. Oh, and Ace becomes a femboy.
I'm a fanboy, you know that it's true. I'll be shaking my ass on cam in my room, making all this bread so I can pay all my bills. If you can make 5K, you do it too.
And all that fame gets to his head and regrets it afterwards. This season's a lot more variety based, and the finale showcases our heroes fighting Satan and kicking their asses, and winning the Ballmasters. But then it turns out Gaz is the daughter of an oil tycoon. He then tells her that he bought out the team, and Gaz goes back to her dull life. Oh, and he's also voiced by Ed Asner.
Hi, I'm Ed Asner.
But then aliens come out of nowhere, and Crazar gathers up the team and to save the world from his folks. And the special's really good. The special's basically like just family drama. Turns out Crazar is not the only crazy god out there. He has a family of them, and they're mad at him because he didn't want to do the family business of ruling over galaxies, so he just went to Earth to fuck around. So his parents took away his powers, and he wants them back, and Ballmastrz is there to help. Yeah, and the ending's basically a giant cliffhanger, and hopefully this series continues, because overall, this show is just amazing. Man, Delina, she looks fine here. In fact, she always looks fine. Delina, do I need her?
I do need her.
Hey, Random, how goes it?
Nothing much, just heard you talking about our Lord and Savior, Dulina Dunita.
Hell yeah, cause it's like, dude, what else are we gonna do in like these desperate times? We need some hope, and Delina is that hope. In my opinion, Ballmastrz is the hope for all Western animation. Or what do you think, Random? You worked on it.
I remember just like scenes where funny enough, some baby ball, just like regular ink and color, and like some Dolina Dunita, which I kind of begged for.
Didn't you do the thumbnail for like their trailer?
For the trailer, that was for episode 7, I believe. For
yeah, that was the thumbnail.
Like season 2. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thumbnail, and I fucking love that scene. That shit was funny. I love it. That's the thing about Ballmasters that not many shows do. Like, it's just they're allowed to express themselves and go all out, but in a cheap way, if that makes any sense. Disregard my like drawn together analogy. Would you say Ballmasters is more Venture Brothers than Drawn Together?
Honestly, I see it more as like an adult OKKO
done right.
The weird thing was like I kept hearing like stories about like this special being made for like many years, but like the pandemic kind of slowed it down, and also like they actually went to Japan for that one.
Yeah, I saw like yeah, it was outsourced. I forgot what was the name of the studio, but like it was I like the animation. It was like some like cheap 70s anime, and I think that was the point, and I liked it. I don't know.
I'm just glad they got to do it.
Thankfully, hopefully let's hope for the best that this show gets renewed. Cause like it ended on a cliffhanger, but it's like I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it'll come back, or politics and business are getting in the way?
I don't have an answer for that one, but like knowing how this special came out like this year, I think anything is possible.
Let's just hope for the best, because that's all we can do. So overall, you're not just a fan of it, you also got to work on it. How, I don't know, would you see that as an honor? Or...
I think that was more of me being persistent.
Really? Why do you say that?
Because when I was in my final year of like school, I really wanted to try to get like some stuff under my belt, but like the one thing I really wanted to work on, which felt possible, was like working on Ballmastrz, mainly because like I got to know like the animation director on there, Mike Carlo, who is freaking amazing right now. He's working on the Baby Shark show right now, and like I'm glad like he's getting like like a director's like gig from like all the hard work he's done.
This is gonna sound dumb. Would you say this cartoon is a working class cartoon or no? If that makes, I define a working class cartoon as it's a cartoon that's not supposed to be grand and big, but it gets the job done. Would you describe it like that or no?
I mean, I don't think it really needs a term or anything. I just think it's just like it came and it was itself, and I'm really happy. Like they got to make a show that was entirely unfiltered and itself.
Which that is very true. That is very true. The show has little to no filter, and like the artist was just allowed to just go wild and stuff, and it was just and it was fun. It was great. It was perfect. And you could tell everybody was having fun. I mean, you had fun clearly.
Yeah, I did.
One final thing before we go. What do you think the future holds for Ballmasters, if you have an answer?
If I had an answer, I think like when Gendy described like someone asked him if like they would bring Symbiotic Titan back, he would be like, never say never.
What were your thoughts on the special?
I think the special was really fun. It was like seeing like old friends you haven't seen in a while.
That's the best way. And again, I really love the 70s aesthetic of it, and how it kind of looked crappy, but at the same time it really went. It looked crappy, but like I said before, the crappiness makes it charming. I don't know. Any closing thoughts?
Let's make more shows like Ballmastrz, please.
Please, thank you. Seriously, that is the best way to describe it. We need more shows that are like more creative, that have more creative freedom, and just they're allowed to do whatever they want. And and just for the love of God, make people have fun. Because that's another thing a lot of cartoons don't have nowadays. A lot of them aren't fun at all. They're all made to like sell a toy or sell some bullshit, you know? But Ballmasters, it was not made to sell toys. It was just made just to have fun. And the artist just wanted to express themselves, like how you did. That's what any artist wants, to express themselves and have their artwork seen by the masses. It's like what Andrew Ryan said, which I forgot. But either way, But either way, with all that said, this has been Dino and Random, and I hope you all have a lovely, lovely day, folks.
You know, the more I think about it, we want more people to talk about Ballmastrz, but that means more people will be seeing Dulina, and I don't know if I want that. Never mind, let's not make people watch Ballmastrz.
Yeah, no, let's scratch that. Never mind. Oh, boy.
I want Ballmastrz. I want Dulina all to myself.
No, she's mine, bitch. She's mine. I saw her first. Oh, wait, you animated her. Never mind.